So this is how I make this marbled paper. So this is what it looks like. It's actually not paper, it's card. It's quite a thick card. But this is the effect that you can get, which is quite pretty. It's quite a balance trying to get the thickness of the paint right. So when you do get the paint, the kids' paint, it's quite gluggy. So I do have to water it down. I've also watered down some gold here because the gold looks quite pretty. So in an empty container I poured some of that colour into another bottle, and the technique is a Japanese technique where they just keep pouring the colour into each other, so we'll just give it a go now. So you just pour blobs of the colour onto your card. Try and get a good coverage. It's quite messy too, by the way. And then very carefully pour the colour into itself, into the other colour. And you just keep doing that. Normally they do this with ink. And once you've done that enough, you could then use the back of a stick to pull it around. But first I like to... Oh, that was a bit too much. First I like to roll it around a little bit. So when you do that, you end up with like lines inside the paint, so that when you do pull a pen through it, you start to get a bit of a pattern. There's not quite enough there at the moment to get a bit of a pattern. So if you roll it around and keep doing that, you should have more and more coverage.
Do I need to do your water cake with me? Okay.
So there we have it. Now we can just use a stick to try and bring all these different colours in together. I also use tweezers. I might add a little bit more gold there. There you go, just keep playing around with it, and then when you think you're finished, just leave it up to dry.